Good afternoon. My name is Rob, and I'm going to show you how to play a little bit like Jerry. We're going to do these kind of quick and dirty method to learning how to solo a little like Jerry. One thing about Jerry is he never did the same thing twice. So when you do the solo, it's not a matter of learning it for note, just to understand the basic scales and modes behind it and try to pick out the melody. So we're going to first start by playing a little piece of Looks Like Rain, then I'll stop and try to explain it a little bit. Let's give it a shot. Okay, let's explain that a little bit. The first thing is this song is basically in the key of E. So the first step is to learn the basic major scale in E. And I'll slowly pick out the notes. Starting with this very useful finger, we're going to use this as our starting point. So the key of E, we're going to start on the second string. And from that, we can do the scale up and down. Back down. Back up. And then we can also continue in different positions. Major scale. But then you have to learn to do not just the notes in a row, but to do some patterns like going down and back up. Basically going down 4 and up 1, and then back, go down 4 notes and then come back as 1 note from where you started. So you get this kind of a stair-stepping thing. And up. You need also do that up. So we're starting on that scale. We want to be able to go up and go down in a stair-stepping fashion. And then we also always pretty cleanly, alternately pick. One thing that Jerry do is pretty cleanly pick the notes. So we have this big, fat, 2-millimeter pick. So what's in our hands gets to the guitar. There's also some key licks that you might want to use too. Jerry likes these 2-note slides. So we start with just the major chord at E and pick the first and third string. And while it's still ringing, we slide them. So that's the basic pattern, and we can also do it down here. So that's the basic slide pattern. And then there's some other licks you could throw in. So starting on the same scale. So this little box here is out of the major scale. We can do this. We can bend this one up, hit the string, slow it down. That's a good little bend. Here's another one. So it's kind of a Gary loves those pedal steel licks. You throw them into the and that gives a nice little set of tools you can use. You can also move it around. So then the goal is to mix all these little tools together into a melody. And the one thing about Jerry is what he did in a solo is he played the melody. Where most guitarists would just stick to the pentatonic thing, Jerry actually would try and hit some of the chromatic notes and actually play the melody. Not so much just a guitar solo, but the melody of the song. Where most guitar players would do, Jerry would rarely do something that simple. He would actually try to get the melody of the song. The other thing is the dynamics. If you're playing up and down the scale, you don't want to hit every note the same. You want to hit some notes pretty light, some you kind of want to pull off a little, and some you want to hit accents to accent the notes of the melody. Also, some pull-ups can sound pretty good. So starting like this. Okay, that's the tools. Now let's give it a little roll and see how it looks. That's the basic idea. Of course, I'm only scratching the surface here, but give it a shot. Hope you enjoyed my little amateur guitar video.